Welcome if you're new here, welcome back or not. My name is Kenzie, this is my book channel. It's just about midnight here. And I want to do a 24-hour readathon. I haven't done great at reading my monthly TBRs. So for June, I have so many videos I want to do this month. And I've already been filming a couple of them. But so I have 3 days off in a row. I did work today, but like I said, it's like midnight, so I have 3 days off in a row, so now would be the perfect time to try and read my entire June TBR in 24 hours, I guess. Okay, so here's the plan. Like I said, it's currently about midnight. Yeah. I am going to allow myself to sleep because, like I said, it's midnight. I've been up since... Actually, I haven't been up that long. I don't know how long I've been up, but not long. So plan is read as much as I can tonight. What I can't, I'll read tomorrow and the other days. What else? Okay, so most of my June TBR is actually ebooks, so that's gonna be super easy. The most successful 24-hour readathon I've ever done had primarily ebooks or audiobooks. So now I am currently reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I'm almost done with it. I think I have like 5-6 chapters left maybe. And then after that I can move on to Finale, and then after that I can move on to Spectacular. So I will be able to completely finish the Caraval series, which I'm so excited for, but I'm also really sad about it because I love the series. But yeah, I actually have the audiobook of Legendary, which is what I'm listening to, so I'm going to finish that. I'm going to make myself some food, and I will catch up with you later. But first, we, of course, must start the timer. Timer is started. Update. Also, if you're wondering why my hair looks like this, I'm trying different wavy hair like styles, techniques, routines, whatever, because I've been convinced for the last couple months that I think I might have wavy hair. So I'm trying different routines, and honestly I don't hate the way this one worked when whatever. So this might be what I do from now on. But anyway, you know how I said I think I have like 4 or 5 chapters left? It's been like 15. I don't know why I thought I only had like 4 or 5. But anyway, I'm on chapter 40 now. It's a really short chapter, which is nice. But I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. It is currently... Oh, that's too bright. Hold on. 2 a.m. What's my time update now? Stop it. I don't know what that is, but don't do that. It's an ad for something. I have 21 hours and 52 minutes. Dang it! Do this every time. 21 hours and 52 minutes left, so that's what, 2 hours? Little over 2 hours of reading. Okay, so honestly, not bad. Did I mention I have the audiobook for this one? Or did I say that for finale? I mean, I have the audiobooks for both. But that has been helping a lot. Some eye patches on because they make me feel more awake, and I'm tired. It's like 5 a.m. Anyway, finish Legendary. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely. 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 star. Absolutely loved it. Stephanie Garber is such an amazing author. And as you guys probably saw, I'm on the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laura Gilmore right now. I'm on literally about to start chapter 10, so according to this, I'm about 27% of the way through. I guess I'm trying to be quiet because my dad's literally in the other room getting ready for work. And I have 19 hours left, so doing pretty good. It's 5 a.m. so that's something. I'm doing really good compared to other times. But anyway, I'm going to probably try and finish the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then move on to finale and then do another romance and then spectacular and then a book after that. I don't know which book, but a book after that. Okay, new update. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot left in the book, so I finished it. I would say a 4-star for it. But it wasn't horrible by any means. It was couple of the chapters got a little bit cringy. Like, there's literally a scene where she looks at him and goes, aye, Captain. And I'm like, no, that is, secondhand embarrassment. I got so much secondhand embarrassment from that. Anyway, not too much of a time update. I have some cleaning I need to do. So for the next book, I'm going to listen to a little bit of the audiobook of Finale. Which I'm kind of glad I took my nap, because if I were to try and read Finale right now and I was sleep deprived, literally nothing would make sense, but I want it to make sense because I am loving that series. But anyway, back to the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I was not the only one who was disappointed that it gives fall vibes on the cover and with the name and with the first book taking place in the fall, but yet this book takes place in spring summer. Like, I'm very glad I'm not the only one who was confused by that and slightly annoyed. There was a little bit of like immaturity on the male, not even the male, but like just the main characters in general. There were just times where you were like, okay, things could be fixed if you either A, communicated, or B, went to therapy. Like, genuinely. And that is something that irritates me in books, TV shows, movies, whatever, and in real life. So, what else do I have to say about it? The main female character wasn't awful. Her whole personality was based off of the fact that she's terrified that she's getting older and hasn't done a whole lot in her life, and she regrets not doing certain things. And I'm like, okay, on one hand I get it, but on the other hand, really? That's what you regret not doing in life? Okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to swap over to the audiobook of Finale, get some cleaning done. It's really not a whole lot, but get some cleaning done, and then I will update you guys later. Okay, I was so invested in the book that I have not updated in a hot minute. But I finished Finale. It was so good. I gave it a 4.75. There were a lot of twists and a lot of, how do I describe this? I love the fact that with this series I can never see what's coming. But with that, I finished the main trilogy. I know I said I was gonna do like fantasy romance. No, we're gonna dive right into Spectacular, but we're gonna do that in the morning because I'm really tired and I'm falling asleep. So it's like 10:15 right now. I meant to pause the timer earlier, but I needed like time after I finished the book to kind of, gather my thoughts and everything. And I meant to pause the timer, but I accidentally didn't. So it was at like 10 hours and 26 minutes, I think. it's at 9:46 right now, so once I'm more awake, I'm gonna do the math on how much time I need to add on, and then that's what I'm gonna do. Or I could just start a new timer at 10 hours and 26 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do, actually, because I don't really do a math. But we're doing really good. We're over the halfway point. So yeah, but I am gonna allow myself some sleep tonight. Okay, we're starting a new timer and then pause. And then we will start Spectacular tomorrow. I'm so excited, and honestly, it's only like 200 pages, and a lot of the pages are pictures. So honestly, I could probably knock this out in about 2 hours. Are we going to test that tonight? No, we're going to test it tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow. Hi, update. So it's Sunday now. Thursday, I ended up sleeping for like 16 hours. Friday, I had a doctor's appointment. Yesterday, I had work. So we're continuing on today. My nails that I had on were like lifting and getting up and like catching on my hair. That's what I'm trying to say. So I took them off and just painted them blue. It is so bad. This is why I don't use regular nail polish anymore. But anyway, I haven't done any reading. I'm still at 10 hours and 26 minutes. Right now the timer is saying I'm going to be getting done at like 7 a.m. Oh boy, okay, it's fine. It's fine. We will do it. Worst case scenario, I don't know. Because here's the thing, is I'd rather get done later in the day so that way I'm more likely to stay up and not to fall asleep. Because I am trying to fix my sleep schedule as well. But anyway, we're going to move on to Spectacular. Like I said, honestly, I think I've also been procrastinating finishing this. Because if I finish it, that means the series is over. And I don't want the series to be over. I'm loving this series. I'm never going to be able to read it for the first time ever again. I wish I would have kind of paced it out a little bit more with reading, but it's only so much you can do. But anyway, let's start the timer back up and get reading. Okay, this is the most like real disappointment I've ever seen in a book. The sidewalks were covered in the sort of snow she thought would crunch beneath her boots, but it was so soft she could feel it slowly sinking. That's so fair though. Like, if I see snow that looks crunchy, I want it to be crunchy. Okay, update. Let me scoot back. I'm not even in frame. Okay. I did pause the timer and just sort of scroll on social media for a little bit. Because like I said, I kind of want the timer to go up a little bit later tomorrow. Because if it goes up at like 7 a.m., then knowing me, I'm going to decide, oh, I'll just go to sleep at 7. But I don't want to go to sleep at 7. I don't want to go to sleep at all. I want to wait until tomorrow night. Because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. Anyway. So now instead, the timer's not supposed to go up until 9. Not great, but a little better. We have 8 hours and 28 minutes left. So I'm halfway through Spectacular, so I have 30 minutes to finish this and be right when I said I can read it in about 2 hours. Obviously, it's not actually happening, but closer to 3, which isn't bad. This is a very easy to read, very easy to binge book. And I think part of it is the illustrations. Like, the illustrations are so good. Like, okay, so this one's, can't see it too well. That one's, I like that one. Oh, what was the illustration I really liked? No, not that one. No. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Ooh, I love this illustration. It's so pretty. I love this one. But it's such a good book, and honestly, even though it's a novella, it's gonna be very highly rated. I can tell you that right now. I actually have already logged it on my Goodreads and my Fable. And I was looking at some of the reviews on Fable, and so many people were talking about how, like, first off, slight spoiler, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear this. But they were talking about how, like, Donatella, like, someone said she has a kidnapping kink because she keeps getting kidnapped. It's not that she has a kink. I don't think she enjoys getting kidnapped. She just keeps getting kidnapped. It just happens. So, but no, it's so good. I love Stephanie Garber's writing. A lot of the reviews also said that there's some spice in this book, which makes no sense to me because Stephanie Garber straight up said you will never find spice in her books. So I'm wondering what they might consider spice. But anyway, like I said, really liking that. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, a little wee bit tired. So I'm trying to decide between an energy drink and a coffee. Because here's the thing, I only have one energy drink right now. But I have the stuff to make coffee. So would it make more sense to make the coffee, or would it make more sense to have the energy drink? Because it's currently 12:30 at night. Or would it make more sense to do the more responsible thing and just go to bed right now and then actually continue this tomorrow? It would honestly make more sense if I went to bed right now, continued tomorrow, like got up early and continued tomorrow. But I'm so bad at getting up at a decent time. That's why I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule with this challenge. So, I don't know. Okay, honestly, I think I might actually just go to bed now, because if this ends up not working out and I do end up sleeping like all day tomorrow and then I'm up all night tomorrow night, that's not great, because the next day I open at work. And that's not going to be fun for me or my customers if I'm exhausted. So I think I'm actually just going to go to bed now. So to give you an idea of how tired I am, I filmed not one, but 2 clips, filmed a couple of clips talking about the books I was reading and, you know, my thoughts and my feelings on them. I was never recording. Never once recorded, because here's the thing, with my phone, it has a setting where, like, I can be sitting here, and when I'm ready to film, I go like this. It starts a countdown, the camera then starts rolling, right? Well, apparently I either forgot to do that or I didn't do it long enough or something, but yeah, those clips, they never filmed. So anyway, I had a lot of cleaning to do, so I listened to The Defender by Anna Huang. It was so good. It was so good. It was amazing. Vincent. I keep wanting to call him anything but Vincent, and I don't know why. I guess like in my brain, Vincent is just not a real name. Sorry to any Vincents out there. But anyway, this one follows Vincent Dubois, who is the brother of Scarlett Dubois. Scarlett is the female main character in The Striker, which is the first book in the series, and Brooke, right? They're the love interest. It's sister's best friend. It's, you know, forced proximity, kind of forbidden love, and it was so cute. I like the way they did. Anna. I like the way Anna did this whole like siblings best friend type of trope versus how it was done in the Twisted series, and it was truly just so cute and honestly really funny. Like there's literally one chapter that starts with "Long story short, I'm still alive," and I'm like, that's funny. But anyway, I ended up giving this book 5 stars, which I'm not surprised because I do love Anna's writing. Now I will say I haven't always loved her writing, but this book and her Kings of Sin series are absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited. I need The Keeper right now, but it doesn't come out until October, which sucks. But I need The Keeper right now because I believe it's Grumpy Sunshine, it's single dad, and it's a nanny trope. Which, weirdly enough, I have never actually read a nanny trope or a single dad trope, but I do love the single dad trope in like TV, so I think I'll love it in a book too. And I do love me a good Grumpy Sunshine. On to Spectacular, another book. I finished it. I really, really liked it. Do I think it's necessary for the entire series? Yes. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's definitely it's like those movies where like it's finished off strong and it's great, but then they do like a little mini series to kind of show the characters after. That's kind of what this is. Did I absolutely love it? Yes. Do I think the people who hated it are wrong? Also yes. But that's my opinion. Did I also give this book a 5 stars? Yes. I got 2 5 stars in a row. I've never had that happen to me, and you know what? I'm happy about it. Well, actually, no. I think I did actually have that happen to me. Because if I'm not mistaken, I read Better Than the Movies and Tom Felton's book back to back, and those are both 5 stars. But anyway. Yeah, so officially finished the Caraval series. Am I sad about it? Yes, because I can never read these books for the first time ever again. And I do wish I would have kind of spaced it out a little bit more, because I think I read the first book back in March. And then read most of Legendary in May. And then, of course, I finished that in this video and then read the rest of the series. So I do think I should have spaced it out a little bit more, but you know what? I loved it. And now I get to enjoy the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So, okay. You can't see. It says I have 5 hours and 40 minutes left. If I'm being completely honest, there's not a single book I can think of that I actually want to read right now and read in that time limit. Like, genuinely. On my June TBR, I still have Beartown by Frederick Bachman and Curse of the Wolf King, I think. And I do want to read both of those, but not right now. And definitely not books that I think I could binge read like that. And I'm not seeing anything on my shelves either. And honestly, I'm about to have a 5-day in a row working schedule, and it's shipment week, and I'm just going to be busy and tired and exhausted, and I don't think I want to deal with that. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, I read The Defender 5 stars, Spectacular also 5 stars, because it was Spectacular. Okay, I'm sorry, that was stupid. I read the last like quarter of Legendary, 4.5 stars. All of Finale, which was 4.75 stars. and then the Cinnamon Bookstore, which is 4 stars. So that's 4 full books, a quarter of this one, and if I did choose to read another one, that would be 5 and a quarter books. So that, if I was choosing to finish out the time, then that would mean I had read 5 and a quarter books during the 24 hours. And that would also mean that I broke my record, because I think the most I've ever done before was 4 books. So, hey, I will take it. I mean, technically, it was still only 4 books, but still. 4 and a quarter. But anyway. Yeah, originally this video was supposed to be a straight up 24-hour readathon, and then it very quickly just turned into how many books can I read in 24 hours, and that's okay. I prioritize sleep and health. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you next week. Bye!